Did you know that university students are graduating with $40,000 in debt, while trade apprentices are graduating with zero in debt and a job waiting for them? Why does this matter? Here's the law. In 2023, OSAP covered up to 85% of your university tuition, with grants you never had to pay back. Today, the tables have flipped. 25% grants and 75% loans. That means if you borrow $40,000 for a 4-year degree, $30,000 of it is now debt you will be paying off for years. But here's the legal secret the government isn't telling you. While university students are drowning in debt, trade apprentices are getting paid to learn. And there are federal grants available to apprentices that bypass the OSAP system entirely. Today, we're going to break down the legal and financial case for choosing a trade over a traditional university degree and show you how to access grants that can make your education nearly debt-free. Now, let's start with the numbers because this is where the reality hits. A 4-year university degree, tuition roughly $7,000 to $10,000 per year, totaling $28,000 to $40,000. Under OSAP new rules, up to 75% of your provincial funding is now a loan. That means $21,000 to $30,000 of your education costs will be debt you would have to pay back. Now, let's look at the other side. A 1-year trade certificate. Tuition for in-class training, roughly $44,000. You're paid for on-the-job training, which is the bulk of your apprenticeship. You can access up to $4,000 in Canada apprentice loan interest free per period of technical training. Plus, you earn while you learn. Apprentices in trades like plumbing, carpentry, and electrical work can earn between $15 and $30 per an hour as first-year apprentices, with wages increasing as they progress. The difference is staggering. A university student graduates with $30,000 in debt, while a trade apprentice graduates with zero in debt and a job waiting for them. So, let's talk about the legal distinction that matters. Under the Apprenticeship and Tradesmen Qualification Act, now superseded by the Building Opportunities in the Skills Trades Act, an apprentice is defined as a person who has entered into a contract to receive training and instructions in a trade from their employer. This is not a student arrangement by any means. It is an employment contract in a legal sense. And in case law, the Ontario Court of Appeal has confirmed that apprentices are subject to the same employment protections as other workers, including being bound by collective agreements and entitled to the grievance procedure. What legal rights do apprentices have? Under the Occupational Health and Safety Act, OHSA, apprentices are legally protected employees with 3 key rights. The right to know. Apprentices must be informed about hazards in their work and receive supervision and instruction to protect their health and safety on the job. Number 2, the right to participate. Apprentices can participate in identifying and solving workplace health and safety problems. And finally, the right to refuse. Apprentices have the right to refuse work that they believe is dangerous to their health and safety, or that of any other worker. Now, employers' responsibilities to apprentices. Employers must instruct, inform, and supervise workers and apprentices to protect their health and safety. They must take every precaution reasonable in the circumstances for the protection of a workplace or a worker in their apprenticeship. This is a fundamental difference from university. A university student pay for a service. An apprentice is an employee with legal rights to pay, safety, and fair treatment. The Red Seal endorsement further enhances employability by providing or by proving you have met the national standard to practice your trade across Canada. By the way, what is a Red Seal trade? A Red Seal trade is a designated skilled trade in Canada that follows a common national standard. Tradespeople who pass the interprovincial exam get a Red Seal endorsement, RSE, on their provincial certificate, which lets them work anywhere in Canada without retesting. Now, here's the secret that most parents and students don't know about. There are federal grants and loans available to apprentices that are not tied to the OSAP system and its strict income testing. Now, let's go over these grants. Number one, Apprenticeship Incentive Grant. That's AIG. This is a taxable cash grant of $1,000 per year or equivalent, up to $2,000 per person in a designated Red Seal trade. To be eligible, you must be out of high school, have a registered training agreement, have completed your first level of in-class schooling. Number two, Apprenticeship Completion Grant, ACG. This is a one-time taxable cash grant of $2,000 per person for registered apprentices who complete the apprenticeship training and obtain the journeyperson certification in a designated Red Seal trade. Finally, the Canada Apprentice Loan. You can apply for up to $4,000 in interest-free loans per period of technical training. Why does this matter? These grants are available outside the OSAP portal. They are not subject to the new provincial rules that caps grants at 25% of your funding. As one analyst put it, while university students are being forced into the new OSAP debt trap, trade students can bypass it entirely by accessing federal grants designed specifically for apprentices. The apprenticeship completion bonus in non-Red Seal trades. A one-time taxable cash grant of $2,000 to apprentices who complete the highest level of certification in any Ontario non-Red Seal trade. So, what is your move? Here is your move. If you're a parent, the OSAP changes have made university more expensive than ever, but the trades offer a path with less debt, more income, and legal protections that university students simply don't have. If you're a student, check your OSAP estimate. See the new grant to loan breakdown. Explore the trades. Visit Skilled Trades Ontario to see the list of red seal trades and apprenticeship opportunities. Apply for federal grants, the Apprenticeship Incentive Grant and Apprenticeship Completion Grants are available to eligible apprentices in red seal trades. Understand your legal rights. As an apprentice, you are a protected employee with rights under the Occupational Health and Safety Act. And if you are already in the trades program, ensure you have applied for the Canada Apprentice Loan and the ACG grants. These are all resources you have earned. Use them. The path to a successful career doesn't have to be paved with debt. The trades offer a legal and financial advantage that most Canadians need to know about. So, this is iChat Law, where the law gets real. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. Know your rights, protect your future. Now you know.